Welcome back, everyone. Phoenix 3 here, and I'm going to be playing some more Pokemon Showdown VGC. But first, I got a comment from Patrick O'Reilly. I I cannot reply to your comment. I'm sorry. I believe it has something to do with the way you have your YouTube comment settings set up. Instead of having it set up to where only people in your circle can reply to your comments, you should open it up to where anyone can apply to your comments. I've been getting a lot of comments from people that I really want to respond to, but I just can't respond to them because of the way you guys' comments are set up. I have my comments set up to where anybody can leave a comment on anything that I do, or anybody can respond to a comment that I make, because I like talking to the community, and I do try to respond to as many comments as I get, because I do ask for you guys' feedback, and I want to be able to respond to the feedback that you gave me. But anyway, Patrick, he suggested that I pretty much replace my Vaporeon with Suicune. I don't know if you actually watched the video that I had made, like, addressing this. Basically, like, this is my VGC team, and on my VGC team, I want Pokemon on it that I really love, and I want these Pokemon to represent me in the actual tournament. So, like, Vaporeon and Pidgeot, they are like my first two loves from the first Pokemon generation game. Same with Zapdos, and these are Pokemon that I cannot ever see myself replacing in a tournament. I do agree that Suicune has some benefits over Vaporeon, but Vaporeon also has some benefits over Suicune as well. For example, Vaporeon has Wish Protect set. It also has Scald. You know, Suicune has Scald as well. But the biggest deal here for me is Baby Doll Eyes, and that's a priority move at +1 that reduces my opponent's attack stat. So this means, above all else, I can protect with Vaporeon's partner. Baby Doll Eye is a physical attacker, and then the next turn, Baby Doll Eyes it again, and then hit it with something else. I could potentially put my opponent at +2 before I even decide to deal with it. Or if it is my opponent's last Pokemon, I can completely destroy his attack stat and not even worry about that Pokemon anymore for pretty much the remainder of the game. What I am looking for, though, are ways to fix this immediate team. Like, I took Latias off the team and replaced it with Cresselia, because Cresselia is also another Pokemon that I like. I also like Latias as well, but I feel for the purpose of this, Cresselia is bulkier, can take hits a little more, and just might be a better addition to the team. So I do like your Suicune set. It's just, in terms of building a tournament team, I wouldn't ever replace Vaporeon with Suicune. Pretty much on any team. You know, I like to use Pokemon that I like, and Suicune isn't really high on my list of Pokemon that I like. It's probably like number 70 or something like that. But I do have like a top 10 or so Pokemon that I use, and definitely on my top three that I will always pretty much include on the team will be Vaporeon, Pidgeot, and Zapdos. Those three are pretty much like they're irreplaceable to me. Like, they meant so much to my childhood, like, and just growing up in general, and the fact that they're still in the games, that I can't use anything else other than them. So I can't use the Suicune set for my VGC team, even though it is a good set. And you also suggested I put the Flare Blitz on Talonflame. Trust me, I want to put Flare Blitz on Talonflame. I just don't know what to take off for it. I really don't. I have the EVs on it to where I can outspeed anything that's base 110, but anything faster, I'm not going to be able to outspeed it. Things like, I believe Thundurus. I don't think Thundurus is 183. There are a handful of Pokemon that are 183. I believe Mega Manectric, Raikou. I think Raikou is 167 actually. I don't know, but I do want to put Flare Blitz on it because Pidgeot is the only Pokemon on my team that has a fire move. I took Fire Punch off Zangoose to put Quick Guard on. I want to try that, but Talonflame here does need Flare Blitz. I'm just not sure what to take off for it. Priority Tailwind is needed. Priority Brave Bird also needed. I have to have Protect because I don't like turns where I have to take a hit. If I can protect and avoid a hit, I would much rather do that. But the only other move I can take off is Will-O-Wisp. But with Wide Lens and me being able to outspeed just about every physical attacker in VGC, I want to keep Tailwind or Will-O-Wisp on it. So I'm not sure what I want to put on. Like, the team does need a lot of work, and I do recognize my my weaknesses, but I'm trying to find a way to fix those weaknesses within this team here. I don't know, maybe I just take Brave Bird off and put Flare Blitz. I mean, I've got Hurricane with Pidgeot. I don't really have any other flying moves though, but I mean, a priority Brave Bird is still very strong, and that's something that you really can't ignore. So, if you guys can do that for me, go and check your YouTube comment settings and make sure you have it set to where anybody can respond to your comments, because that'd be very helpful. And I really do want to respond to your comments. I simply just can't because of the way your settings are. But I'm gonna jump into some VGC 2015 battles. Still trying to find the perfect mix for this team. I'm really liking the Cresselia set. This here is another team where the Cresselia set is going to be useful. I think I have to bring Cresselia. As a matter of fact, I think I can start with Cresselia. Who has Fake Out? Conkeldurr has Fake Out. I think it can learn Fake Out. And Mawile has Sucker Punch. It's really hard to figure out who his Mega is. He has 4 potential Megas. Like I said in my last video, all 4 of them can be holding Mega Stones. I do think Mawile is the Mega, because everything else here does hit reasonably hard. But there's a good chance the Ampharos is going to be the Mega as well. So I'm going to start Cresselia and people are so quick to use this timer. Let me see. Oh yeah, there's definite lag. There's like 6-second lag. Let me see. Cresselia. Talonflame is really good here too. I think I'm gonna start with. All right. New possibility just came up. This is a Trick Room team. So, what do? I think I'm gonna start Cresselia and Vaporeon. I'm gonna bring Talonflame just because it has priority. I mean, Pidgeot is really strong here. I've got weakness on 3 things. But nothing appreciates a hit from Zangoose, though. I'm going to click on Pidgeot. I really think I'm at a type disadvantage here. So Ampharos and Protect is +6 though. So I'm an Icy Wind and Scald. I mean, I really don't. I think the Aggron's going to Protect, just so Cresselia can get the guaranteed Trick Room. I can't do anything about the Trick Room. So all thing I have to do is basically set up my self here. So Trick Room's going to go up, but I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to Cycle Shift to Aggron, and I'm going to Baby Doll Eyes it. So I'm pretty much going to make it useless. So this isn't his Mega, because he would have Mega protected. Of course, he could have another Mega on his team. And, you know, this is just the, he's just like scouting with it right now. Man, people just do not respect the thing of using the battle timer. So there's Mawile coming in, Baby Doll Eyes, and Heavy Slam not going to do too much. He's going to hit himself with Recoil, but I'm a Cycle Shift on him. That's going to get me the burn as well, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. And I'm pretty much going to do the same thing here to Mawile and Baby Doll Eyes. So there's the Mega, the Protect coming in. I mean, I don't have to worry about anything because he's not doing damage to me. So I mean, Cresselia is going to take some damage here, but I mean, I'm fine because anything he switches in, I don't have to worry. I mean, he could switch it back Alpha Cresselia, but then I just burn it. And now Cresselia is taking residual damage, which is something it really doesn't want to deal with. So I think my Cresselia can beat every other Cresselia because he's just using a standard team. There's the Conkeldurr. I hope the Conkeldurr doesn't have guts, otherwise this is going to be a problem. But I am definitely going to protect here with Cresselia, and I'm going to hit the Conkeldurr with this move here. Because I'm going to just avoid a knockoff. Like, the thing is, I don't know if Conkeldurr is Guts or Iron Fist. Like, that's the reason I really don't like trying to hit it with status. If it's Iron Fist, then I hurt it a lot. So, probably the knockoff on Vaporeon still does 33%. That does a lot of damage. So, it's probably going to be Guts, it looks like. I'm going to Cycle Shift to Cresselia. And I'm going to Scald. I think I want to set up Wish. Yeah, I'm going to Cycle Shift to Cresselia, and I'm going to set up Wish. Because that knockoff did 33%. That still did a lot of damage. I could probably calc it just to be sure, though. Let me see. Conkeldurr. That did 51%. I'm gonna rest and Scald the Conkeldurr. But it's saying they normally run Iron Fist. Poison Jab, Rock Slide, Hammer Arm, Mach Punch. I don't know what they run though. This is a VGC 14 set. But it's saying they normally run Iron Fist. I'm not seeing Life Orb. But I just want to calc this. I'm gonna take Hammer Arm off. Actually, there's the Mawile. Knock off. And basically, I can just do this. I'm going to protect with Vaporeon. and I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Mawile. Actually, I'm a double protect. I mean, I have no reason not to, right? I actually don't know what my Vaporeon's EVs are. But the Rock Slide was obvious. Play rough on Talonflame. Talonflame does resist, so that's going to go down. There's the Aggron, but I don't have to worry about it too much, I hope. Alright, where do I put this baby doll eyes? I think I'm going to put it on Aggron. Put it at -3. One turn left on Trick Room. Head smash on the that play rubbed at 75%. Man, this here's a hard battle. Yeah, I think that Conkeldurr was guts. So his last Pokemon is the Aggron. It's burned with 43%. I'm thinking Pidgeot can take a hit, but I don't know, man. Like, these birds are fragile. I'm thinking I have to double up on Cresselia. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to calc the damage here. So I'm gonna double up on it. I just want to find out what a max attack Hurricane does to a Cresselia. And my browser is running so slow. I don't have enough time to wait. Give me knockout, give me knockout. Oh fuck, it does. Oh, attack yourself, please, please, please attack yourself. He doesn't attack himself. Hyper Beam would have knocked it out, but I would have also been in a very bad situation. So the Aggron is going to come in. Um, who does he head smash though? I hope he just targets the Talonflame. All right. And that should be game. Alright, so we win. I'm not going to give my opponent a GG because he didn't respond to my request to turn off the timer. But, man, if you would have head smashed Pidgeot, that probably would have knocked me out. So, next game. That was really close. Trick Room teams are just really hard to beat. But I think that's pretty much the reason I use Vaporeon here, because it's just a lot better against physical attackers. Oh, there's so much lag. But I do think I am starting with... Actually, I can start with Zangoose, actually. I'm going to start with Zangoose, and... I feel like I could start with Zangoose and Pidgeot, just to be honest. I am... that Heat Ran. I can't burn Heat Ran. If it comes up to a one-on-one with that, then I pretty much lose, I think. So... Vaporeon is a good option. It deals with everything, and Talonflame as well. So let's do that. Zangoose got quick guard, so I can avoid fake out. I can avoid any priority. I mean, Whimsicott is not going to be able to paralyze me and do Whimsicott shenanigans. So I feel like I can get a safe Pidgeot here. I'm a quick guard, and I'm going to Mega Hurricane on the Gengar. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. I'm going to force him to have to do something with this Gengar, though. I'm just going to keep going after it. And I think I can continue to spam Quick Guard. It doesn't have that cooldown that Protect does. But it's going to make the Whimsicott really hard to do things like Encore, Thunder Wave, Swagger, stuff like that. Touche. I think I'm just going to Facade over here on this side and Heat Wave. Disable. Mega Pidgeot needs Sing. I can't use Quick Guard. I mean, Taunt would have priority, right? So Quick Guard should stop that. See, this is the thing. You don't see teams like this in VGC at all. So why am I having to deal with this? Alright, is my Mega Pidgeot really the fastest thing on the field right now? Or is this lag? Balloon popped, buddy. Alright, so what are we going to do is we're going to retreat Mega Pidgeot. And I'm going to Will-O-Wisp that guy. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I just want to see what he's going to do. I'm going to protect and bring Vaporeon in. Man, that was the most bullshit lead ever. Like, this is probably the reason why Smogon banned Mega Gengar. Because it can do whatever it wants. Because the Ice Shard wasn't obvious. Alright, so we got a little bit of a problem here. I think I'm going to set up Tailwind with that, and the Vaporeon should be faster than the Whimsicott. Or the Vaporeon should be... I'm going to Heat Wave Scald. Normally I don't like doing Heat Waves into a Pokemon with Flash Fire, but if the Vaporeon outspeeds, then this gets knocked out anyway. Which is kind of what I don't care about, so I'm just going to continue my my plan of attack. I've got Tailwind for 2 more turns. Two. He literally had to do that. Protect. And this. Give him burn. No burn. And he got the special defense drop. That was a 10% chance that would happen. I don't think Pidgeot can take an Ice Shard from 51%. Pidgeot dies this turn if I don't get the double protect. Got the double protect. Oh my god. The plays are strong with this one. Do we go for broke? Is it possible to get a 3rd protect? What are we at? Like 25%? I mean, if my opponent can get a 10% chance to drop my special defense, I should be able to get a 25% chance for protect, right? Come on, Pidgeot, you can do it. Nope. Okay, so what is this Gengar gonna do coming in It's going to do. It's going to do disable. So what do I do? If I know it's going to use disable, I can protect. Get some lefties gain. But that special defense drop is too strong. I could potentially try to stall this thing out. Man, Whimsicott Gengar lead too strong. Like, I do think some Pokemon should be banned from VGC. I do think Mega Gengar is one of those Pokemon. It's just too good. Especially when you pair it with other things. It's just one of those things it's just way too strong. It can come in, it can do whatever it wants. Let's see the disable Sludge Bomb. He's just going for the attacks right now. I think I have to attack. Maybe I get lucky and get a crit and a burn. 60% burn. We win. I just protect, and my opponent can't do anything. I mean, my opponent got all the hacks, so it's my turn to get something. A game I probably shouldn't have won, but I don't care. The Whimsicott Mega Gengar disable. Can't retreat. Too strong. So that's 2 wins in a row. And I know people say hacks is part of the game, but I mean, when you're at the mercy of like Encore and disable, I mean, Encore can keep you locked into a move for what is it, like 6 turns? Disable can keep you locked for 5. Alright. Very strong lead from my opponent here, or a strong team, I should say. I have to start with Cresselia. I feel like I don't have to bring Zangoose. The only Pokemon on his team with Fake Out is probably Scrafty. Mega Pidgeot's very strong here. I get the Mega up and I can hit everything hard. Like, I really want to start Zapdos so I can get that HP Ice off on the Heatran. This here is assuming the Heatran does U-turn on Cresselia, which in every game I've played, that's been the case. So we're going to go on banking on that. Mega Pidgeot or Michelle and Brian. I should probably start using their nicknames. And yes, I named my Zapdos Zappy Wappy because it's cute. Oh God, look at this lead right here. This here is the I'm not messing around lead. But we're going to protect and Hidden Power Ice Lando. This here is, of course, I'm expecting U-turn to come out from the Landorus. There's the Mega, protect on Cresselia, the U-turn, yep. So predictable. So I get a free kill, Elite Seed with Zapdos. I don't care about that. I'm going to Psycho Shift any physical attacker he switches in. If Heatran or Charizard comes in, The Cresselia is definitely going to give that status to the Venusaur, just so we can get residual damage on it. Thick Fat, there's the Heatran, so we're going to Psycho Shift to Venusaur, and um, I really don't think I have a Pokemon on my team that wants to 145. Jesus Christ, everything is like just a little bit faster than Zangoose. I think I set the Tailwind up, and I have to retreat, I think. But I need to get Zangoose in for free, just so I can hit the Heatran. So, man, this is actually very hard. I'm losing 22% every turn from Leech Seed. I'm a Tailwind. Because if these guys are faster than me, I want to be faster. And I would assume the Venusaur is running some speed EVs. Just so it can be, just so it can meet certain speed tiers. So Psycho Shift, Venusaur is going to get burned. I'm going to Tailwind here. So Zapdos is faster than a Venusaur. So he's going to be able to get back all his health. I feel like Cresselia has already done his job. I've seen 3 of his Pokemon. The last one, if it's Scrafty, I'm not going to be too worried about it. I obviously don't want to lose Cresselia here if I don't have to lose it. So I'm going to... Oh, man, this is really hard. None of these Pokemon can really take a hit. I'm going to protect with Cresselia and Thunderbolt with Zapdos. I mean, this should do a clean 50% to Heatran, I would think. And then next turn, expecting the Heatran to protect, I'm going to Roost with Zapdos. There's Protect on Cresselia. Thunderbolt does 60% actually, so a whole lot more than I actually thought I was going to get. It misses twice, but the burn is going to, or the poison is going to do 12%. The poison will do 12%. Oh, but I died a Leech Seed, so. I feel now is the perfect time to bring in Michelle. Actually, no, it's not. I've got to deal with the Heatran. I'm curious to see what the Heatran is going to do, but I'm going to rest here with Cresselia just to heal the burn, and I'm going to protect. Heatran just kind of overcomplicates things. I wish I brought the Vaporeon, but I think the Venusaur Rotom combination kind of like scared me off from doing that. But Zapdos getting a clean 60% on Heatran is a big deal. So I'm expecting Heatran to protect here and Venusaur to swing into the Zangoose. So there's the protect, and I'm going to rest with Cresselia, and Venusaur is probably going to attack into Zangoose. This does Leech Seed. Alright, so I have options now. I'm not sure what it is I want to do. I have to knock out the Heatran, I feel. Just because the way Leech Seed works, it only puts the Leech Seed in on the Pokemon that is kind of like in front of it, I think. So if the Venusaur goes down, then the next Pokemon that comes in on Venusaur slot won't get the Leech Seed. Oh no, the Pokemon that comes in on Heatran slot won't get the Leech Seed. So I have to make sure Heatran, or whatever his last Pokemon is, it comes in on the Heatran slot. So I'm going to close combat the Heatran. So that's going to go down. So whoever his last Pokemon is going to come in on a Heatran slot, which means once the Venusaur goes down, nothing else on his team will get the leftovers, but that's going to destroy me. I really should have just facaded this thing here, but I got the Mega Pidgeot. My Tailwind went away. It doesn't matter. Mega Pidgeot should be faster than everything he has left. So who's his last Pokemon? Rotom. Alright. We just hit Complicationville. I'm going to Icy Wind just to slow things down. I'm going to Mega Protect. What is going to end up happening is the Venusaur is going to eat the Hurricane. That's going to happen. Oh, the Venusaur's got Protect. I'm glad I'm seeing it now. Thunderbolt on. Oh, it's got Thunderbolt. Icy Wind. Just to get Cresselia faster than the Rotom. And then I'm going to Hurricane Venusaur. I'm surprised he didn't Thunderbolt my Pidgeot. Normally, if you're going to go for a play like that, like you protect the obvious Hurricane, then you Thunderbolt into the threat. So that's going to straight up take out that and Icy Wind. So Cresselia, so Rotom won't get any lefties gain. Pidgeot should take it. So I think that's the HP EVs playing a role there. I'm going to Cycle Shift to Rotom, and I'm going to Protect with Pidgeot. And then since Pidgeot can't do anything to Rotom, I'm not going to risk the I'm not going to risk the Confusion chance. I'm going to rest here, and I'm just going to Hyper Beam the Rotom. We're about to see how much damage this is going to do, because this would be good knowledge here. Michelle Hyper Beams Rotom to the face. Shoot, man, don't sleep on it. Hyper Beam, look at that, 72% with the Citrus. I'm going to rest, get all my health back. Oh, it, huh? Oh, it Hydro Pumped the Mama Swan. I was saying, huh? How did Hydro Pump miss Pidgeot? But it looked like it was targeting Pidgeot anyway. But if Pidgeot survives this turn, then I'm just gonna Hyper Beam the Rotom again. So I think he's deciding on whether to take out the Pidgeot or use like that one move. If it has the what's the name of that attack? The Pain Split. I'm gonna cry. So as you see, the Rotom isn't getting the leftovers because the Rotom came in on the Heatran slot. So that was a strategic knockout there. Not sure what the opponent wants to do here. But like, I guess that one guy, I was like that guy was like arguing with me about RNG, saying how you can like control certain aspects of RNG. And I'm like, no, you can't control RNG. You just can't. If you're doing something, you can do it with the hopes that you get it, but you have no way of absolutely knowing you're going to get it. And I told him that a lot of plays in Pokemon come down to 50-50s, where it's going to come down to, is my opponent going to do this or is my opponent going to do that? Like, I had considered that my opponent might attack the Cresselia, but attacking the Pidgeot is the better option, in my opinion. So what should I have done? Should I did the Hurricane, expecting him to attack the Cresselia, or do my Hyper Beam, expecting him to attack the Pidgeot? I don't know. I'm going to turn the timer on. Okay, so the timer didn't turn on, so this here is obvious server lag. I just want him to attack, and then I'm going to turn it off. But if he doesn't do anything in the time required, then we win. But I'm not going to be that guy that as soon as the battle starts, I'm going to turn the timer on. I'm assuming everybody that's playing on Showdown right now is here to actually play a game. I can recognize the time needed to make a play or choose your starting Pokemon, because in VGC you have a total of 3 minutes, I believe it is, to choose your 4 Pokemon that you're going to bring. And that's a big deal. you bring 6 Pokemon, but you can only choose 4. I can understand somebody taking, all the time they can possibly use to make sure they have a proper counter pick to your opponent's team. And the same thing with choosing moves. Since VGC is such a coin flip heavy format where you have to make the right prediction or you lose, then you can understand the time needed to pick. Like when I take time to choose my moves, it's because I'm trying to decide which move that I'm trying to use. Because had I known he would have just Hydro Pumped the Cresselia, I obviously would have just did the Hurricane into the Rotom, did 33% to it, and then next turn hit it with the Hyper Beam and knock it out. But of course, you have no way of knowing what your opponent is going to do, so you have to make the best play that you feel you're going to make. Because a Rotom just can't deal 43% to a Cresselia. It's just not going to happen. But Heatran is a problem. I wish I had more water attacks that I can use. Or just something else that I can do to hurt Heatran. Like, the best way to hurt Heatran is to put a burn on it or poison it. But since it's a fire type, it can't be burned. And since it's a metal type, it can't be poisoned. Those are already 2 statuses, very useful statuses that I can't use to take it down. So the only thing I have to rely on is either sleep or paralysis. Paralysis being 2 coin flip heavy, and at least with sleep you get 1 guaranteed turn of sleep. So opponent loses to inactivity. I didn't want it to come down to that, but it's clear that my opponent wasn't doing anything else, so we're going to take that win as well. I think we'll play one or 2 more. So man, Showdown is very laggy. So what do we got here? So right off the bat, I don't see a Landorus, which makes me very happy. Can't do anything about sleep. Can't do anything about. See, if I had wide guard on this team, this would be very useful. I do think I'm going to start Cresselia and Zangoose though, just because I feel that's a very good play. Because anything that wants to pair up with a Moongus simply gets slowed down. And Zangoose and Cresselia, once I get off their orbs, they can't be put to sleep, which is going to be a big deal. But I gotta be careful because he can still spore into the Cresselia slot, expecting me to Psycho Shift. Zapdos is very strong here. It has resistance to the priority Brave Bird. It hits the Suicune for super effective, and I can hit Salamence for super effective. I have the Zangoose on the team, so I can hit the Excadrill. I do feel that I need the Vaporeon. I mean, nothing here really appreciates a burn, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to set up burn with the Talonflame. It's just way too frail, and the Scald will destroy it. At least this way, I have an option to reduce its attack with Vaporeon, and I mean Pidgeot hits everything hard. Pidgeot hits everything hard. I can Hyper Beam everything. And if I can set up some speed advantage, then I would be good. But that pretty much means I'm going to have to keep Cresselia alive the entire time. Let's do this. I almost feel starting Cresselia and Pidgeot is going to be better. Or I should say Swan and Michelle. I think Michelle's a good name for Pidgeot. So here we got the Sylveon lead, and I'm fine with that. This pretty much means I'm gonna have to. I mean, like, what's up with people on Showdown? Like, people on Showdown are assholes. Like, he's saying, I don't have all day. It's like, well, I don't have all day either, but Jesus Christ, give me some time to make my moves. Like, seriously, I'm not going to come here and take 57 minutes to do something. I'm simply not going to do that. So there's a Tailwind and Hyper Voice from Sylveon. This is going to be really hard to beat. Because, I got a calculator. Let me see. I think it's 123 times 2. 123 times 2 divided by 0.67. What is it? Times 0.67. I don't know. I can't do math right now. Alright, so basically this Sylveon has to be slower than... I'm a Psycho Shift on the Sylveon slot. I have no idea if this Facade is gonna... if I'm gonna be faster. Okay, I'm faster. That was scary. That was super scary, man. So Zangoose is faster than um I'm going to Icy Wind. Actually, I can do this. I can switch into Vaporeon and do a quick guard. Let's see the pro strats come out. What? Why did he do that? That is a bunch of canine butt cheeks. He was supposed to Brave Bird the Zangoose and Scald the Cresselia. That's what he should have done. And now I'm gonna sit here looking like a jerk. You know what? I should do something pro and Psycho Shift on the Talonflame. Let's see him switch out. I want to see him switch out. Switch that Solomon like I know you want to. Yeah, I just realized he has a lot of things that don't appreciate a burn. Now that I think about it. Up, up, up. Uh-oh. He did it. He did it. Snarl. I don't care about that. I got the burn. Oh, it's missed Cresselia. Give me that Psycho Shift. The pro plays. Pro plays. You know what? I like that play so much. I am going to Wish with that, and I'm going to Icy Wind here. So now I've seen his whole team, but the Talonflame is going to be really hard to play around. Double Edge. Oh, he gets the crit, but I had it set up So, oh, it missed. You know what? It's only fair, right? Hold on. Did I get any hacks this game? Did I get any? And we're obviously going to protect with the Vaporeon because I'm not trying to eat. I'm not trying to eat an attack. I want to get this Icy Wind off though. Because if I get the Icy Wind off, the Salamence is going to be slower, then I can rest. But as you can see, Vaporeon is not only is it one of my favorites, but it just does so much good here. So there's the Icy Wind off on you. And then next turn, I will be able to knock it out. So I get a crit in return. The crit doesn't matter. The special attack drop did matter, though, because he was able to survive one extra turn. I would have been able to take that amount of damage there. I am going to Wish and rest with Suicune. Rest with... Oh, he has enough to take me out. I think I'm going to want to double up on Talonflame, though. There's the Pidgeot. 195 max speed. I don't think it's a max speed Talonflame, but... Oh, Vaporeon used Wish. I ain't got nothing to worry about. We Mega, obviously, and I think I Hurricane Talonflame. I'm going to protect with it, though. Because then I can just spam Baby Doll Eyes on Talonflame. Reduce that attack stat. Something got in my eye right there. So we're going to protect. Here's a Brave Bird on the Pidgeot. And just to protect my my Pidgeot a little bit more, I'm going to Baby Doll Eyes onto Talonflame, and then we're going to Hurricane. I don't think this Suicune has any options for dealing with two Pokemon. He gets a crit. So my opponent got two really big critical hits. Two really big crits. I mean, a crit shouldn't knock out my Vaporeon, but that crit on Pidgeot mattered. Also, the crit he got on my Vaporeon earlier mattered because it took more damage than what it needed to from that attack, which made me do something else I didn't want to do. Sorry, I'm going to Wish. I want to get all my health back. Suicune's going to go down. And obviously I'm going to protect to prevent the random crit. Get all my health back, and we Scald the Talonflame. And we win. Man, I really wanted Pidgeot to do some more work. But that's kind of the way it goes, I guess. So I'm gonna end it here. We're already an hour into it. So I guess in response to the guy I was talking about earlier, you know, reason I use Vaporeon is not only do I like it, it's really good. Like, I've been using Vaporeon for years, so I know how to use them a whole lot better than I can use Suicune. Short Tailwind on Suicune is good, but I mean, I have other methods of speed control. So I guess if you guys like my video, Please subscribe to my channel and be sure to like the video. You know, those couple things don't take more than like 3 seconds to do, and I would really appreciate it. And it also helps me make my channel a little more powerful. And if you have any suggestions that I can use to fix this team, like just using the Pokemon that I am currently using, how I can make them better, then please let me know. And if you just have any other team suggestions that you just want me, like you just want me to use a completely different team, a new team, in whatever tier that you want me to play in, also leave those suggestions down below as well, and I'll be sure to play those teams. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching my videos, and I hope to see you all in the next one.